Whispered Shadows.
Some of the most terrifying monsters in horror movies aren't just the product of a screenwriter's imagination. They're rooted in real folklore, legends, and ancient beliefs that have haunted cultures for centuries. These films tap into primal fears, drawing on stories told and retold around campfires, in villages, and across generations. Today, we're breaking down 8 horror movies where the monster is based on real folklore, explaining the origins, the film's interpretation, and why these legends still terrify us. If you've ever wondered where the line between myth and movie monster blurs, this is the definitive guide to folklore-based horror. 1. The Ritual, 2017. The Ritual is a British horror film that follows 4 friends hiking in the Swedish wilderness where they encounter a terrifying creature stalking them through the forest. The monster at the heart of the story is the Jötunn, a being from Norse mythology. In Norse legend, Jötunn are giants or nature spirits, often associated with chaos, wilderness, and the untamed forces of the world. The film's creature is specifically inspired by the god Loki's monstrous offspring and the forest spirits of Scandinavian folklore. In the film, the Jötunn is depicted as a towering elk-like creature with human arms and a face embedded in its chest, a design that's both original and deeply rooted in mythic imagery. It is worshipped by a local cult that offers human sacrifices in exchange for protection and immortality. This echoes real Norse practices of appeasing nature spirits and gods through ritual offerings. The monster's ability to manipulate the forest, create hallucinations, and instill overwhelming fear reflects how ancient people described encounters with the supernatural in the wild. The Ritual stands out for blending ancient myth with modern survival horror. 2. The Witch, 2015. Subtitled A New England Folktale, The Witch is set in 1630s colonial America. The story centers on a Puritan family exiled to the edge of a dark forest where they are tormented by supernatural forces. The film's monsters, witches, the devil, and the goat Black Phillip, are drawn directly from European and early American folklore. Witchcraft was a real and deadly fear in 17th century New England, leading to executions and mass hysteria. The film meticulously recreates the language, beliefs, and superstitions of the era. The witches are depicted as child-stealing, shape-shifting, and capable of flight, traits found in historical legends. Black Phillip, revealed to be the devil in disguise, echoes folklore in which Satan appears as a black animal to tempt the faithful. The climax references real confessions from historical witch trials. The horror works because of its authenticity. 3. The Wailing, 2016. This South Korean horror film blends shamanic folklore, demonic possession, and rural superstition. A policeman investigates violent deaths in a remote village connected to a mysterious stranger. The film's demon draws from Korean beliefs about evil spirits, guishin, and spiritual manipulation. Shamans, or mudang, are traditionally called upon to exorcise malevolent spirits, and the rituals shown are based on real shamanic practices. The demon manipulates villagers, causes hallucinations, and possesses people to commit murder. The climax, involving a ritual confrontation, reflects Korean folk beliefs about spiritual warfare. The Wailing is praised for its authentic portrayal of rural superstition and demonic fear within Korean culture. 4. The Babadook, 2014. The Babadook is a psychological horror film inspired by the archetype of the Boogeyman. While not based on one single legend, it incorporates elements of European shadow creatures and universal folklore about entities that torment children. The creature appears as a shadowy, top-hatted figure emerging from a mysterious children's book. It feeds on grief and denial, consistent with folklore about spirits that grow stronger when ignored. Instead of destroying the monster, the characters learn to acknowledge and contain it, reflecting traditional advice about confronting fear.
5. The Autopsy of Jane Doe, 2016.
This supernatural horror centers an unidentified corpse with impossible injuries. During the autopsy, coroners discover she is connected to Salem-era witchcraft. The legend of witches retaining power after death is rooted in colonial American folklore. It was believed witches could curse their accusers even from the grave. The film builds tension through supernatural disturbances tied to the witches' unresolved torment, creating claustrophobic terror grounded in historical fear. 6. Relic, 2020. Relic explores ancestral spirits and generational trauma. 3 generations of women confront a mysterious presence in their family home. The entity reflects Aboriginal-inspired themes of ancestral haunting and spiritual inheritance. It manifests as decay, mold, and memory loss, symbolizing forgotten history. Rather than destroying the entity, the family must confront and accept it, mirroring traditions of honoring the past. 7. The Wind, 2018. Set on the American frontier, The Wind follows a woman isolated on the prairie who believes a supernatural force rides the wind. Inspired by pioneer superstitions and Native American folklore about spirits in the wilderness, the wind becomes a manifestation of loneliness, madness, and fear. The film leaves ambiguous whether the demon is real or psychological, but its roots lie in frontier myth. 8. The Empty Man, 2020. This film blends urban legend with the concept of the Tulpa, a being created through collective belief. The empty man grows stronger as more people believe in it. This idea is rooted in Himalayan Buddhist folklore and modern myth culture. The film explores how belief itself can create terrifying consequences, making the monster both ancient and contemporary. These 8 films prove that the most terrifying monsters are often those rooted in real folklore, whether it's a Norse forest god, a colonial witch, or a demon born from collective fear. These stories endure because they tap into universal anxieties that still resonate today. Which folklore-based horror monster do you find the most chilling?
Whispered shadows.